Hey, let's go for a ride. Let's go for a little scenic ride and let's chit chat about how effed up the economy is right now. So last night I happened to drive by my local mechanic's shop and I noticed that the parking lot was completely full. There was 4 spaces left in there, and that was after it was closed and there was no employees. Why, you wonder? Well, it's pretty simple. There's a lot of cars sitting in the parking lot that are waiting on parts that are not available for us. What that means is my mechanic has a full lot of cars with open tickets that he cannot collect money on. That's a loss of profit for this month. And on another tangent, I've been waiting 4 months, no bullshit, on a replacement microwave. I've got a specific higher end built-in microwave that needs to match my other appliances, so there's only one microwave that I can order, saying they had access to it and it was being shipped and they scheduled delivery and it never showed. And surprisingly, Best Buy has a phone number where you can actually talk to an agent, and they said, yeah, they know they don't have the stuff, and their automatic delivery stuff just sends out automatic delivery updates telling you it's going to be delivered today at 2 p.m. when they don't even have possession. So yeah, Best Buy is aware that they've got automation and supply issues, but they got no way to communicate it to us buyers. And on another tangent, I have a watch that is in for service. Promised a return 2 months ago. Yesterday I called him up and I said, hey, no big deal. I've got another watch, but where is it? And he looked into it and called me back and said he does not know. It has not been returned. It should have been here by now. He knows nothing. Guess what that means? What that means is my jeweler can't make a sales, can't make a profit, can't create revenue until my watch comes back repaired and we can close out that ticket. I sold my Hyper Scorpion e-bike and now I've made up my mind I want to buy a Honda Monkey. Well, guess what is going on with Honda in Japan? An item that they used to be able to produce every 3 minutes on their assembly line, they are now producing 3 a day because they can't get parts, which means the Honda dealers can't sell an item, which means Honda, the company, and Honda, the individual dealers, are not able to make sales, in return make a profit. You know, I'm too old for it, but from what I see on TV is there's no baby formula. How are you people going to feed their babies? Yep, our economy is messed up, and I got news for you. It's only going to get worse, and this is history. It's historical. You can study the 70s right here. We are experiencing supply constraints, underemployment, massive inflation that has not leveled out or started to go down. Okay, back to the supply constraints. Even when the supply constraints return to normal, there is a huge pent-up demand of people needing parts. All those cars in my mechanic's parking lot are still waiting on parts. With this pent-up demand, the manufacturers and suppliers can jack up their prices justifiably. I don't blame them. I would do the same thing if I owned a supply business. All of that is going to lead to people canceling purchases or stopping purchases. Remember, the manufacturers have now been a couple years of not making a profit or making money. All of these situations are textbook recession. And textbook recession means companies not making money, companies not making profits, and now companies are going to start to fire and lay people off. And we have seen recently what high employment does with the government. The government steps in and throws money at the economy, which leads to more and higher inflation. This is the 70s happening all over. And I know most of y'all were not around in the 70s, but let me tell you a little story. In the 70s, I was poor, just starting my working career, trying to figure out where I was going to go in life. But I had friends at work who were buying new pickup trucks and paying 18% interest on the loan. And they were making 20% on their passbook cash savings at their bank. So on paper, in theory, they were writing it off saying, hey, I'm making 2% for buying a truck. That's fucked up thinking. Interest rates are going up. Mortgage rates are going up. And even though they're historically low still from many perspectives, it's going to go higher and higher and higher, which means that our already jacked up real estate prices from 2022 are going to take a big hit. It's like a roller coaster, up and down. And like that roller coaster, it goes up slowly, click, 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 gets to the top where we are now, and then it is violently fast in a downward spiral. Things are not looking real good on an economy, financial status for us. And I think this is just the edge of the storm that is approaching. Hopefully the storm won't last longer than a couple of years and we'll get back to normal at some point. But for right now, if I was you, I'd be stocking up on toilet paper and bar soap. You can hoard cash all you want, but in an economy that has collapsed, I mean, who wants cash? It doesn't do anything, and it's just losing value on a daily basis. We're going to be trading and bartering for services, but I don't want your cash. Actually, what I would like to trade for, my services, is toilet paper, because nothing is worse than not having toilet paper. And the second worst thing to not have is bar soap. If you want to take a bath, if you want to clean up, if you want to get rid of that smell, I'll trade for bar soap. I'll perform electrical work for you and you give me a couple bars of soap. So while we wait for this economy to come to a complete stop and collapse, I would suggest stocking up on toilet paper, bar soap, alcohol, and weed. And be prepared to barter services for those items. Because cash is going to do you no good, because you can't find baby formula, you can't find bar soap, you can't find toilet paper. We are in for some nasty weather, and I warned you about it. All right, man. See you on the other side of the storm. I am out of here. See ya.